with the train whistle. That is the symbol that we are to break ground and prepare to lay the track. So, blow the train whistle.
We're at the kickoff event for massive rail improvements at the Port of Long Beach that will include the laying of 29,000 feet of new track. Let's hear what our guest speakers have to say.
The Greenport Gateway will reduce truck trips on local roadways by 2.3 million trips each year, significantly reducing air pollution.
This project will obviously support business. It's going to be able to move cargo more efficiently, but it's also going to help our communities by moving cargo in a more sustainable way.
The project will create 340 full-time equivalent jobs with an estimated economic impact of nearly $400 million.
So if you're keeping score, that's a win for infrastructure, a win for the economy, a win for the environment, and a win for jobs.
If you thought that was impressive, you might also dig our next story. The Port is on a mission to plant 6,000 trees by 2020. A massive Port-funded effort to beautify Long Beach and cut greenhouse gases is underway. Harbor commissioners, city officials, and a host of volunteers chipped in at Silverado Park to plant the first 50 trees of the I Dig Long Beach program, which aims to create an urban forest by planting 6,000 trees by 2020.
If pollution is caught by the trees and the trees help reduce pollution, it doesn't go across the city too. So every place else in the city benefits from putting trees over here on the west side.
You know, the port understands it has an impact on the community in the city. So what it's trying to do is try to mitigate that impact by funding community activity that's going to help.
Any city that plants trees inevitably is a beautiful city. So we really feel we're helping out in a very special way.
The Port of Long Beach awarded $671,000 to the city's Development Services Department to fund I Dig Long Beach through a greenhouse gas emissions reduction grant. It's among 28 projects to which the Port granted more than $5 million in 2012.
Of course, the city loves the Port. It's good income, it's good jobs, but we're really happy to see that they're reaching out to the communities to try to help some of those harmful effects of the Port on a residential neighborhood.
I'll tell you what, the Port has helped out our community, putting their money where their mouth is, more or less. They've been a fantastic neighbor.
If you'd like more information on the Port's community mitigation grant efforts, visit POLB.com. Once again, we're at the kickoff event for a massive effort to improve rail at the Port. I got a chance to ask some of our guests just what this project means to the Port and the community.
What it's going to do is put more trains right near the ship so containers can come right from the ship onto a train. And what that does, it takes a lot of trucks off the road.
I would say that this project here is going to improve the efficiencies of outbound and inbound container traffic in the Port at least by 25%.
With the new infrastructure, these trains will arrive quicker, depart quicker, which, with this quick turnaround, that's what you're looking for in this business.
It's about $84 million total, I believe. About half of it comes from the Port, and the rest comes from the state and federal governments.
We're competing soon with the new Panama Canal. And when we can move cargo fast and efficiently, we will stay on the trade route.
As you heard, there's a lot of excitement around this project, and we'll be sure to keep tabs on its progress. Next up, we go inside one of the coolest and most cutting-edge environmental programs at the Port. Take a look. Throughout the Port of Long Beach and entire San Pedro Bay Ports complex, exciting new clean air technologies have emerged, paving the way toward the dream of a near-zero or zero-emissions port.
The types of technologies that we're looking for include emission control technologies, hybrid technologies, alternative engines and alternative fuel technologies. We're also looking at zero-emission technologies.
But finding, developing, and putting these new technologies to commercial use is no easy task. That's why TAP was created under the Clean Air Action Plan in 2007. TAP, or Technology Advancement Program, seeks out and develops technologies with the potential to reduce or eliminate emissions from 5 source categories: ocean-going vessels, heavy-duty vehicles, harbor craft, cargo handling equipment, and railroad locomotives. Then, they put these technologies to test under real-world conditions.
Our hope is that these technologies will be eventually sold in the marketplace, and it could be a technology that any of our port terminal operators or our port licensed motor carriers can actually go and purchase so that they can use it in their operations. Where the TAP comes in is that we provide funding assistance by up to 50% of the total project cost to help move a project forward.
These success stories are an encouraging sign of what the future holds. Currently installed on 2 rubber tire gantry cranes, the Vicon Regen system stores and releases energy on demand. How? By capturing energy as the hoist is lowered, then quickly releasing it back to the AC motors during the upcycle. The result is a 25% reduction in diesel particulate matter and a 30% reduction of nitrogen oxides and CO2 emissions. The Foss Maritime Green Assist hybrid tugboat, the Carolyn Dorothy, is the first of its kind in the world. Unveiled in 2009, it runs on 2 battery packs that produce the equivalent of 670 horsepower alongside 2 335 horsepower diesel-powered generators, resulting in a 51% reduction in nitrogen oxide emissions, a 27% reduction of CO2 emissions, and a 73% reduction in diesel particulate matter. The Repos Active Diesel Particulate Filter, or DPF, is another great idea. Tested on rubber tire gantry cranes, this DPF reduces diesel particulate matter by at least 50%. A new and improved version will soon be officially verified by the California Air Resources Board to reduce diesel particulate matter by at least 85%. The idea of one day creating a zero or near zero emissions port is bold, but the Port of Long Beach is committed to being the greenest seaport in the world. Since 2005, the port has reduced diesel particulate matter by 75%, sulfur oxides by 80%, nitrogen oxides by 50%, and greenhouse gases by 23%. And the Technology Advancement Program will continue to find more incredible technological breakthroughs to help the port realize its clean air goals.
We have just moved forward with an all-electric trucks demonstration project, so stay tuned.
No great victory was ever achieved without risk, and the TAP program is proof of the port's commitment to turning over every stone in its efforts to create the greenest seaport in the world. We'll be right back.